Hey guys, I'm here in the tavern and there have been some huge changes in here and I can't wait to show you. So here we go. So I've made a lot of changes and they first started when actually this whole thing has gone into motion years ago, because even though I loved my tavern room, it never really matched my bar room, and that was driving me crazy. So I kept thinking I should paint the bar, but I didn't want to paint the bar because you get that rich wood in the bar. Once you paint the rich wood, it's over. And what if I paint it and I don't like it with the wallpaper, and that wallpaper is definitely an element that I want to keep? So I decided that what I had to do was paint the tavern to match the bar. And this is what I've been doing. And so I'm going to give you like a really close tour of what I did and why I did it, and give you guys a really good look at the tavern today. So here's the tavern with, of course, the tavern sign, which was original to the tavern, and the really cool wallpaper that I also carry forth into my buttery, which is behind that wall. This is all decorated for Christmas, but you can see that it's wood and it's stained dark, and then there's that golden wallpaper. And I really didn't want to touch this wood. You know, once you touch that wood, things are all done. You've got it all written in stone. So what I did was I painted, yes I did, I painted the part that was that Revolutionary Storm, that really pretty color. I painted it black bean soup, which is the same color as my barn and the shutters on my house. And then I painted the wall with Richmond gold. Now, it's bright, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I did dull it down with more of the black bean soup paint. I kept pouring it in and stirring it up because it was just too bright and I couldn't get used to it. But now that I have it all decorated, the gold certainly does emanate warmth in the room. And what I really wanted was this room to look super authentic, because it is, very old, because it is 1780. And I wanted it to look like a real tavern, dark and cozy and wonderful. So with all of the candles and the lights in here, it's really cool. I mean, I have the wood ceiling that we did a few years ago. And of course, I have the wood floors that are original to this room. And I have the whole hearth area that is an original to this room. So when I added those colors, it just brought the bar right into the room. Can you see how it just changed? And then I went ahead and made it more of a tavern than even before. So what did I do? Well, you guys know I had that sign that I made last year, and that's just got oysters, rum gin, cider, biscuits, things that you would have found in an old tavern. I also have this Tavern sign. This is just a new one that I picked up at Village Primitives, Rules of the Tavern. And that gives it another kind of authentic look. But I think what really helps in this room are all of the lanterns. And I have so many different lanterns. This lantern is half broken, but it's cool and it stays. And then I've got newer lanterns like this kind that I've picked up at Woodstock Country Shop. And you can get lanterns like this now in a copper finish and a white charcoaly finish and in the black finish. Or you could get it in a shiny tin finish. So those lanterns are a dime a dozen, really fun. They come in different shapes and sizes. And I have lots of the battery candles. I don't have the real candles. Yes, would it be more authentic with real candles? Certainly, but I'd probably burn down the house. So we're going with the battery candles, but I've got them. So here's a real candle, just to give it a good scent. And here, of course, is a light that looks like a candle. And there is a candle, and there's a candle in there. And some of these candles, they only come on at night because they're on a timer. This is a really cool light from Woodstock Country Shop that looks like a candle, but of course it's a light and I can close and open it. These look like candle lights, and they're the cage bar lights from Lowe's that I picked up quite a few years ago now. And more candle holders on the wall. This is a table candle shining over the table. The Christmas tree lights, of course, definitely help. And then more pewter candlestick holders with candles in them. I've got a tree back there, but also I have candle lanterns here that are electric. And this cute little baby that I just bought yesterday. Lots of really cool things that tell you that this is an old tavern and it helps illuminate it all the time. Plus, of course, you guys know that I have an Old Crow Tavern pub sign on the wall. Now, another thing that really helps is I have original bottles. These bottles are taken from our very own bottle dump, and they were bottles used in here when this was a tavern years ago. So all of that is authentic. The pilgrims are up right now. They were in the other room, but man, I love their coloring in this room. That brown, oh, gorgeous. And of course, for Thanksgiving, I've got the corn up here, and it's really nice with a crackling fire, which is not going on right now because it's 75 degrees out. This is a pencil tree from Michael's. I have 4 of them. I use them all over the place. And this year I'm going really sparse on any ornaments because I have little Dewey and he will eat whatever I have. And after the scare with the penny, we're just watching out for that. Now I have tavern tables. Look at this new tavern table I just picked up. It's just a little guy. And I picked it up at Primitive Goods the other day. And it was exactly what I needed to fill this little space right here. I mean, it's perfect, right? This was the tavern table that I picked up at Primitive Goods a while back. And this was the one that was in my it was my dining living room, which I have now redone. So I thought that the patina on this really matched the patina on the other one and looked so well. And of course, on these tavern tables, I have just a little touch of redware, just to make you feel like, hey, this is authentic and people are eating here. A little chair here and there, an old ladder back chair. Again, this is from Sturbridge Village. And there's another little lantern. This is a wonderful old treen. That is really cool. A very old bowl. And in it are some Judy Condon pears. And it's on a runner that's like an old rug. This actually was my grandmother's runner, probably her parents and great-grandparents, so that is super old. Of course, I have my settee and my chair in here because I like to be comfortable and I like to read books by the fireplace, so I have that on the little table. And then the big tavern table also made it in here with the bench and kind of a faux setup to eat. And then a little Christmas tree and a darling little press mold Santa. And there you have your whole look. I have those pictures. You know, I love these 17th century prints. I love them. And I've got a few of them in this room. And then I made a calendar of just those prints because I think they're so much fun. So I'll talk about the calendar later. And then this little guy, this is actually a Rembrandt print, but to me, he looks like Santa. And I think it's really fun to give a suggestion of Santa without being like, Santa. So I put that out there, and to me, he says Christmas. But if you want to see the real Santas, I of course have these guys who are super cute, and they're around the lantern. And there's a few more Santas in the back there. See them? And a tree. So I hope you enjoyed the tavern tour. Again, it was just really scary to go ahead and paint these walls, but the gold on the walls really does make you go, ooh, that's so beautiful and so cozy. You'll notice that happens a lot more in people who have the gold on their walls than when you just have white on your walls. And I don't know about you guys, but I went very farmhouse crazy for a little while there, especially when I bought this house 6 years ago. Farmhouse was really in, and I'm kind of really sick of the white now, and I wanted some color. So I can see more color coming into some of my rooms. I've already painted my bathroom, which I haven't showed you guys yet. And I haven't showed you guys yet the really cool shower curtains that are now on my website, Ann Clay The Primitive Home. They are so cool. I went and got fine art pictures that I thought would be beautiful in a primitive or any kind of house really in a bathroom, like a Christmas card in the bathroom, and I'm having them printed on shower curtains, and the quality is amazing. I'm really happy with them. They're wonderful. So those are available right now. I think it's a great way to bring Christmas into your bathroom, but we'll talk about that in another video. So what I really wanted to talk about here right now is the newest thing I'm doing. And you'll notice I'm doing these things to sell, to make your home better, and I'm also trying to support the channel. And right now I want to take this time to thank all of you who do support the channel. There are many ways that you do it. I'm thinking of some of my supporters who pay me $4.99 a month to be a member, and they get a couple extra videos, not a lot, but they get a couple extra videos, and they get the satisfaction of knowing that they're helping me and my channel. And so I really want to thank you guys. Also, those of you who pay $2.99 a month just to support the channel. And this means so much to me. And I know I haven't done a lot of lives lately. Life has kind of gotten in the way, but I think now that winter's coming, I should do some lives again for all of you. So anyway, those supporters are amazing. All of you who watch my videos and watch those ads, you are helping the channel. I get a little bit of money from that. Now, there is one thing that I am offering right now, especially at the end of the year, that will make great Christmas gifts and great things for your home, and it's inexpensive, and you can support the channel doing it. So there are calendars, and I have, I think, 5 different calendars coming out, 5 different styles. But right now on the website, if you go to my website, you will see there's also a link just straight to the calendars that you can go and get a calendar either of the primitive pictures like the early American folk art, a lot of it that I have around the house and that I offer in my store, or you can have the 17th century folk art, which is like more of the pilgrim kind of people, or the roughly collar kind of people. They're 17th century, they were in the 1600s. And there's a calendar coming out that has a lot of early life scenes and some snow scenes and stuff. And that is coming out probably tomorrow. And then I have a calendar of my home, which is really exciting. So most of the calendars I'm selling are 12 by 12, which will fit into those calendar frames that you might have. They're just wonderful gifts, and they're a wonderful thing to have, and we all need a calendar, right? If you're interested in a calendar, I will leave a link in the comment section and in the description box, and you can go to my website, www.anneclaytheprimitivehome.com, and if you scroll down, you will see the calendars. Now, I want to spend a little time explaining my website to you guys because I think sometimes it can be confusing. First of all, you don't just need PayPal to pay. There's a PayPal button, but there's a checkout button too. If you don't have PayPal, you can use the checkout button to check out. Second of all, there's a whole store in there with all different sections like Christmas and shower curtains and 17th century and 18th, 19th century. There's all different things in that store. So the way to go is to go to the bar and then go to shop, and then you'll be able to find a specific store. There is a little link running on the top of the, in the middle of the web page, and when you push on that link, when you see like a couple of shower curtains, you can push on that. That'll take you right to the store for that particular one, but you can also scroll through the store by pushing on the arrows on either side of that strip. And then when you go down, you'll see this. He's a poet. He looks like a surly old man with a pilgrim outfit on, and he's on top of my cups with a candle. If you push on there, that's where you'll get the smaller portraits, the 8x10 and the 16x20s. Those are also available underneath this video on that bar, but not everything in that store is on that bar. So there's more in that store than you will see on that bar. So you probably want to go into the store by pushing to get into the store, even on the bar, and that will give you access to the 8x10s and the 16x20s. And then below that, you will see calendars, and there's a link to go to the calendar shop to buy it. So it could be a little confusing. I have actually 3 different stores feeding into that website. One of the stores is for the big portraits and the shower curtains. That's the store that goes right through my shopping element in my website. The other store is a Teespring shop. That is what does the 8x10 and the 16x20. They are definitely my budget items. And that also is the screen running beneath your YouTube video. And then finally, there is a shop that you can get my calendars and note cards. A few people have expressed a desire to have note cards with some primitive images on them that they can just write thank you notes and stuff in. Well, I have a bunch of them that now I've taken of my home and of Plymouth Plantation, and they are also in the store where you get the calendars. So to see what I offer in the calendar shop, when you push on the link, you'll come up with one of the styles of calendars. And if you scroll down, it'll say more offered by this seller. And that's where you can press on and see what else I'm offering. So that's the whole scoop on that. I know it's very confusing, and I've always wanted to do a video and explain it to you guys, and I haven't really been able to, but today's the day. So again, the shower curtains, they're selling really well. People are very happy with them that are getting them. So that's a really cool thing. Of course, there are the primitive pictures, canvases that are available on my website in the 2 different places, and now the calendars. And I, for one, am very excited about the calendars, and I know that you will be too. I think that they're going to be beautiful and just really suit your decor. Whatever your decor is, you know, we've got the primitive, we've got the kind of the pilgrim era, and I like the pilgrim era in my primitive. I love to mix that together because you can go older, you know. They didn't, as Alice was saying in one of her videos, you're not just doing the, you know, people didn't just land and then go to the store and furnish their house. Their homes were furnished by things they took over, things that their ancestors gave them, things that they purchased off the ship. So you can always go older in your images. What you don't want to do is go newer than the time period that you are trying to suggest in your home. And that's if you're going true primitive. I know a lot of you are eclectic. You're a mixture of a whole bunch of things: farmhouse, primitive, Victorian, all of the above, and things that your ancestors have given you and your family heirlooms, and all of that is great. So anyway, this is how I'm decorating in my house right now, and I wanted to make available all those things to you for your home because they're really not that available out there. So it's kind of a curated collection. No, I do not paint the pictures. I select the pictures, I curate them, and I set them up to be printed. And then what happens is when you go to my website, the shop actually gets your order. They print it and they send it to you. The calendars, they say, ship within 24 hours to 3 days, like really quick. And so you should be getting them really fast. And they are 2023 calendars. So anyway, you guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. It seems like every time I go out lately, I bump into somebody who watches the channel. And that is just really fun and really exciting to me. I love meeting you guys. Please, if you see me out there wandering around, do not hesitate to introduce yourself to me, because I love knowing there's someone on the other side of that camera. It's just fun, right? And I hope that you got something out of the video today. It was kind of a long time video coming, because I had to start with the room before I painted, and then I was so nervous to paint, and then it took me a while to get through it. I kept going out and filming stores and I couldn't get back to it. So I finally get it all painted and finally get it all together, and I'm really happy with it. I do not regret painting my tavern, and I kind of thought I might. So in fact, I want to spend all my time in this room. I do have that room behind me. Do you see that room? That's that front living room, dining room area. And I was thinking of painting that too. And then I chicken out, so it's still white walls and pashmina base. It's got a lot of light in there, and I was thinking of toning it down a little and making it a little more cozy. We'll see if I actually get the nerve to do it. But in the meantime, guys, I hope you have a great week. I will be here again on Tuesday with another video, probably be showing you some of the shower curtains and what I did in my guest bathroom, which I think is amazing. Again, I painted it because I was sick of the white, and it looks totally different. You're not gonna believe how it looks. There's just so many things you could do with just a little paint. So anyway, guys, have a great day. I will see you soon. Bye.